This is going to be a quick video on why I think Lucio is the best healer in Overwatch coming up. Now, the main reason I think Lucio is one of the best healers, if not the best healer in Overwatch, is survivability. I think Lucio has the best chance at escaping when like your team is overrun or they're dead or anything like that. Now, I will admit that Mercy can jump from player to player, but this is pretty much based on a worst case scenario. Assuming everyone's dead or there's no one in the area to jump to, Mercy is just kind of not going to last too long in my opinion, and certainly in my experience. Now, Lucio does have the ability, besides his heal, he has obviously that speed boost, and he can just increase his chances of escape. That's not a guarantee, of course. I've tried it and I've died plenty of times, but it certainly increased the chances of getting away. You can easily outrun, you can run on the walls, you know, a little more erratic movements, other people not hitting their shots, especially with so many weapons that are used that actually take time to travel. They're not just instantaneous. You pull the trigger and they're already on target. Another thing I like about playing Lucio as a healer is that your focus is kind of not divided on too many things. I think this is important because in Overwatch is a very fast-paced game, in my opinion, and that has a lot of stuff going on at once. There's, you know, if you're healing, you have to pay attention to your entire team, who needs it the most, who's the tank, who's, you know, who's the more support roles. There's a sniper in the back, so you have to leave the main group. Do they need healing? There's a lot of stuff going on, and with Lucio, it's just so much easier where you don't have to think about it. His healing, if your team is within a certain radius of you and line of sight, I think that's kind of important to point out as well. Then you just heal them. It's pretty simple. And I think that's really important and easy to do because pretty much all the game modes are they're so objective based. You hold the control point, everyone's going to be in the control point for the most part, or at least the majority of your team. You know, escorting something from point A to point B, there's going to be enough people in the area or the immediate area where you can easily travel to and heal them when necessary. Another thing that I like about Lucio, which is actually really fun if you can get it right, is his knockback ability. Obviously, as it sounds, it just knocks a player or a group away from Lucio. This is really good, in my opinion, or how I've used it in controlling places on maps that are pretty much bottlenecked. You can only go one or two routes to get to the next point in the map. And if your team is dead or they've just spawned and they're on their way towards you, then you can pretty much delay. You pretty much just use delay tactics. You just push them back, go to the next point. You can push them back again. Hopefully, if you're good enough, you can get it a couple times without dying. Now, there's another thing that I like about the knockback is the most pleasurable feeling when it comes to playing this character is being able to knock people back, but push them off the map. That is literally the easiest, most rewarding feeling you have while playing this character. And it's really nice because Lucio, obviously a support character, is not meant to tank anything. He's not really high DPS, although he does have some level of DPS if he can kind of time his shots because his whatever the hell he shoots does take a minute to go across the map. The knockback ability is good for playing as this support character, is mainly because you can kind of cover the flanks a little bit on certain maps, not all maps, of course, but certain maps where there is an edge. If you get into a one-on-one, you can, with a little bit of luck, you can knock the person off and pretty much avoid the fight. You take little to no damage, the person immediately gone, and you can go back and support the team. Your team will be at an advantage. They're already one person down, their flank or whatever failed, and you're good to go. Now, these were some of the reasons that I think Lucio is the best healer in Overwatch. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or disagree with me that Lucio is the best healer in Overwatch, and I will see you next time.